Caitlin Beasley-Polko, 4 strikeouts in this game, and she's really hit her spots well.
Yeah, she has. Got a little bit rattled last inning, but was able to respond after 2 runners on and no outs and then able to get out of that jam. But so far early here, 3-0 count. If the Mountaineers can continue to get on base, she kind of stumbled around the 3rd and 4th inning in her last outing, and the Mountaineers need to put pressure on her to get some of those runs back and even get some run support for Longenecker.
Swings at this one. This was chopped to Carrie White, the third baseman. She gloves it, makes a throw across the diamond, and a 5-3 putout for the first out of the game for Coastal Carolina.
Always a good feeling if you're a starting pitcher to get that first out. But what Longenecker needs to do today, she needs to get ahead in the count. It's really hurt her in her last couple of starts where she's gotten behind and then she's been forced to throw strikes, which opposing batters have been able to turn on and turn into either extra bases or home runs. She's got to get ahead. Coastal Carolina did exactly what they needed to do. They got offense when they needed it, courtesy of 2 home runs, 1 2-run home run in the second, and then a 3-run blast a little bit later on in the game. Their pitching was solid. Galette got rattled a little bit, but she pitched a solid game and got her 3rd complete game in a row for her. And now for Coastal, they're going to have to deal with Kenzie Longenecker, the best pitcher for the Mountaineers, and they're putting up the Chanticleers are their 2nd best pitcher. It's not Galette, who's led them all year long. It's Beasley-Polko, and she's going to need her best stuff today against Kenzie Longenecker.
Of Coastal Carolina making that Sun Belt tournament.
And the Mountaineers had good offense in game 1. Just not able to move those runners, and we've already seen it here in the first inning when they couldn't get Carrie White home, and that's something that distinguishes the good teams from the great teams, especially here in the Sun Belt, is they're able to score runners when they're in scoring position, and the Mountaineers just need to learn how to do that here in game 2.
But when they've gone to bigger parks, they've had some trouble scoring. And the 1-2 misses just outside. Morton was trying to frame that one there, but didn't get the call from the home plate umpire, Tracy Golding.
Yeah, got that pitch earlier on in this at-bat, actually. Longenecker figures she'd try it again, and this time not granted that strike, but still even.
Carrie White over the shoulder grab off the 1 hop and makes the throw in time. How about that play by the 3rd baseman?
Carrie White had an excellent game 1 and is starting off hot again in game 2. And one of the reasons why the Mountaineers stayed in that game against Coastal Carolina in game 1 was their fielding was excellent, no errors on the day. Last series they had a total of 8 in 3 games, and that's what's hurt them all year long. If they can have excellent fielding, they're going to remain close in this game and potentially pull out a win.
So there's something that you can build on. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Now is the count on Courtney Dean, the right fielder, one of the best freshmen that the Sun Belt has to offer.
Yeah, 9th best Sun Belt batting average, 2nd in the Sun Belt in slugging percentage and home run. She has 14, had 3 in their last series against South Alabama. When this team needs her, she produces, and didn't really need to do much in that first game because the rest of her teammates pulled through.
This one roped out into right field and trickles past Courtney Dean. She'll throw it into second anyway. And a sliding safe is the call. Carrie White in time, gets there, gets a foot in there just in the nick of time. Well, gambled when she tried to take that extra base.
Yeah, Courtney Dean just misplayed it out in the outfield. As it bounced up, she got it in her glove and then twirled around and it fell out. And that's a close play at second, but the umpire was on the side of Carrie White, so didn't really see if the tag was placed on the back of Carrie White. So good break for the Mountaineers and a good start.
But App State does have a runner at third.
Yeah, Josie did her job, moved the runner over to third. It was a good hit. Just Buccelli was right there waiting for it. And the second baseman and the shortstop for Coastal Carolina, 2 of the best, Alvino and Buccelli, that just look so calm out there and confident in every move they make. If the Mountaineers can get out to an early lead, that's really where they've had most of their success this year when they've scored, especially in the first inning. Getting run support for Longenecker is crucial, and especially for a team that's now lost 12 of their last 14 games.
Back-to-back strikeouts if you go back to the end of the first inning for Longenecker. Gets Natalie David that time.
And that's the beauty of getting ahead in the count. You can work with some of your pitches, and that one, just a breaking ball as it broke at the last second, and Longenecker off to a great start and feeling confident.
1-1 swung on. This one's belted shallow center field. That's a base knock for Angela. And the first hit of the game for the Chanticleers.
Once again, another great leadoff at bat for Buccelli. We saw in game 1, had that 2-run home run for the Chanticleers, and now a bloop single into center. We'll get the meat of the order back up. And out there talking to Beasley Polko now, we said that Coastal Carolina only has 3 pitchers in their arsenal, with Taylor Schmidt being the other one, having a 5.2 ERA. She's not warming up in the pen, but they just sent out Ashley Gillette, who we saw in game 1, and she's now starting to warm up again. So not what you usually see, your number 1 pitcher in game 1 going the distance and then warming up for game 2 just in case.
2 errors from App State. That's kind of hurt Kenzie Longenecker. It's been a little deceiving because she's pitched well in this game.
Yeah, other than one pitch that she left over the plate that turned into a home run, she's pitched extremely well. Her defense has just let her down, which has been a story for the Mountaineers all year long. Like we've mentioned, worst fielding percentage in the Sun Belt, and it cost them games before, games in which they've been close, and here we are again, another close game, only down 3-1. And in game 1, they played an excellent fielding game, but here in game 2, they just lost a little bit of energy and a little bit of focus.